Jarhead2167, if you disagree with the rage quit, if you disagree with our disagreeable actions, you're SJW. It's really pusillanimous of them to treat you, see, I passed a skill check, to treat you and all these other channels that way. And it's also not fair to FNT either, that it's like Melanie Mack and Glue Coordinator saying, you guys are being SJWs, you're canceling. It's like, it's not fair to them either. So we're all supposed to go with a lie? We're supposed to ignore our eyes and ears? Like, I was being very charitable, Chrissie, so was Nina. And we're trying to get to the bottom of things, but we're not going to sit here, or at least I'll speak for myself. Nina's been trying to get to the bottom of things. She linked me stuff, which I'm going to show today. I'm trying to get to the bottom of things, but to represent myself, I'm not going to uphold a lie. I'm not going to throw myself under the bus after Chrissie already, unintentionally, I guess, but threw me under the bus. Not only with the SJW thing, where it feels like it's throwing everyone, including FNT, under the bus. This, where it's, Brittany messaged me too late. Now, maybe she didn't think it through. Maybe that's so, right? She was under a lot of pressure. But whether it was intended or not, it makes me look like a coward. It makes me look like, to everyone else, whether she thinks that or not, to everyone else, that as if it's on me, and that I messaged too late, which is not true. In her opinion, she could have her opinion that it was too late. I think 40 minutes is more than enough time. Okay? Is that fair? I think most people would agree. But hey, maybe that's too last minute for some people because it's not planned a week ahead of time. And then she follows up with, I didn't see your message until we were done. So a little inconsistent there to go from I messaged too late to I didn't see it till you're done. Maybe you could argue both things could be true, right? And again, I was trying to come at this with good faith, assuming the best, which is why I didn't say certain things, and I wanted to hear what Chrissie had to say. That's why I got on the phone call with her. That's why I tried explaining things to her. I was in talks with Nina during this, when the Melanie Mack thing was happening, as she was on the stream, okay? So like over 40 minutes before she left, I was talking to Nina, right? I'm sorry that this, if this image is a little distorted, but, you know, I messaged her. She's like, are you gonna go on? Because Chrissie's saying she like sent you the link. I wasn't sent the link. But she was like basically saying she's like trying to get you on. And I'm like, well, I did ask to go on. And again, Chrissie normally just sends the link anyway. I don't have to prompt her for it. So just send the link if you want me on. But again, normally she only does that when it's planned. So maybe that's why. But she should, in my opinion, she should have just sent the link. Or just said, no, I'm not going to have you on today. It's too last minute. She should have messaged first. She should have just taken 1 minute out to message first. The whole chat was spamming Venti, 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 nonstop with oranges everywhere, okay? So I send this to Nina. I'm like, hey, I already sent her a DM. And you guys can see the timestamps. This is from mobile, so it has the correct time on it. Because this computer is still set to Texas time. I'm just lazy and didn't fix it. But I sent her the message. You can see 11:43. I told Nina I sent the DM. And then I sent Nina proving with the screenshot that I sent the DM. Now, I was curious if people would catch on to this. It didn't seem like anybody did. But when I initially showed this to you guys, I cropped it. I cropped it like this, right? And I was like, yeah, well, I sent this message to her showing the proof that I told Chrissie I want to go on. And I replied to Nina around 11:43 showing proof, right? And that's true. Now, the reason I cropped it was because I acknowledged to Nina that Chrissie saw the message. As you guys know on Twitter, this is a feature. You have read messages. The check mark goes white when you see it. As you can see this follow-up message here, so this means at least by 11:50, Chrissie saw the message. I should not have to uphold this lie. I saw what happened with my own too far apart eyes. But I wanted to give the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to say, you know what, maybe there might be an excuse for this. There might be an explanation. So I didn't tell Chrissie I knew that I saw that she read it, because she didn't realize that was a feature. So she saw it by 11:50 that I wanted to go on, or at least it showed the red receipt. And Melanie Mac left around 12:20-ish. Somebody can go back and do the math. It was around the time PPP had tweeted that Chrissie lied. Now, during this as well, Nina's not the only witness. I was actively messaging Andy Worski, and this was on purpose to timestamp it in case this would come up later, to purposely timestamp showing, hey, this is the message I sent her at this time, and Melanie Mac is still on, okay? With the white check mark seen. So Chrissie opened this message one way or another, her or Frank opened this message, accidentally, whatever happened. The message was opened by 11:50. Melanie Mac left the stream around 12:20. You can argue if that was too last minute, whatever, but to say she didn't see it is an unfair statement. And I shouldn't be held accountable to hold up a lie. Now, the reason that I did not put this on stream is because I wanted to see how this would play out. I wanted to see what would happen. And I directly don't think that this is like behind anyone's back. I directly called Chrissie. I explained the situation to her. I heard her side. She was genuinely busy with some life stuff. I'm like, okay, she didn't, I do believe she didn't know all of it, but I do now believe she knew enough to where she couldn't, it is willful ignorance. And it's not right, because her whole stream is based on free speech, and so is Melanie's. So I said to Chrissie, I want to hear her explanation. She's just like, yeah, well, like, I didn't see the message. I'm like, Chrissie. And I sent her a period to test it, because it shows, like, when it's not red, the check mark is like transparent on Twitter. So I sent her a period, and I was like, Chrissie, you have red receipts on. And I had the app open, and I waited, and then she opened the message, and it turned white. And like, you have red receipts on, and it said red at least by, because it says 10:37 here was sent, but you can see I sent this to Nina at 11:50. So by 11:50 this message was seen, unless Twitter glitched or something, which I gave grace for. I'm like, you know, maybe something happened, maybe there's explanation. I've worked with Chrissie a long time. Of course I'm gonna give her a chance to like explain it. Maybe there's something to it. So I said, Chrissie, you know, you have red receipts on, and it said, because I messaged Nina with the timestamp of when it was read, like a little bit after, but when it was read, and it said you read the message. And so Chrissie said, oh, well, you know, Frank has access to my account because he manages her. And so she calls down Frank. We're on the phone. Frank gets on the phone, and he's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, well, Chrissie was saying that you have access to her account, and maybe you opened the message. And he was like, I was upstairs with the baby. So in my opinion, like, he's saying, because he's saying he didn't open the message. He's saying he's upstairs with the kid, and we're on the phone. And then she's like saying she didn't see it in the tweet I just showed. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's not fair to me to have to uphold this, like, knowing this. So then Chrissie was like, oh, well, you know, I didn't see it. Maybe Frank did it. Then he said, well, I was upstairs with the baby. So things are not adding up unless there's a Twitter glitch or something. So even if I'm to assume the best faith thing and there's a Twitter glitch and she didn't see it, right? Even if I'm to assume that, I cropped this to not get Chrissie's business in this, because she put like a life change that was happening to her under this. That's why it's cropped. But she texted me this the following day, so the next day, because it was pretty late. And she said, hey, I wasn't planning to have you on, but Chap kept asking for you, and I did not want to ambush Melanie. I didn't intend to make you look cowardly, and I don't think anybody could describe you that way. Which, by the way, like, I appreciate the acknowledgement there, but like, during all of this, I didn't really get an apology. But in any case, Yeah, so you can see why this is conflicting. It's like, well, I didn't want you to ambush Melanie, and also I didn't see the message. So it's like it's not adding up. And it's not fair for me to like have to uphold this. So now that I have the full story, I'm gonna reveal all the details to you guys because I waited and I was fair and I wanted to get this straight, and I shouldn't be held liable for this. Okay? I don't think that's fair to me, and I don't think it was fair to say that I didn't message soon enough. She should have just said, I didn't want to. Like, just say I didn't want to. I would rather do it a different time. I don't want to ambush Melanie. I mean, even then, you're still gonna get crap because you have Quartering's link under there, and it's like, well, she didn't know. Well, but she did know enough to remove it, to not continue to promote his coffee. She did know, and we're gonna get into that too.
There's an art to grifting, man, and the good ones,
Yeah,
the good ones, you can't even tell they're doing it.
Just ask the Quartering. It's definitely an
Quartering
art
is a bad grifter.
Exactly, because it's like once you lose that art.
Oh my god!
We're on the outs, Chrissy. We're on the outs.
Oh,
what about you?
Nina and the Quartering got into a whole thing, man.
Why are you guys beefing?
Because he lied about me, and then he was he's just a complete grifter that turned
Oh, hey, Camelot. Chrissy told me why she didn't let you on the show, RIP. What did she say? I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, so I would like to know. You could type it in Twitter DMs if you want, or chat or something.
Like, just, just went against everything he was ever claiming to be, which was like free speech and wanting to.
I really don't like him lying about you because I heard that he maybe copy struck some channels because they were supposedly like lying about his wife or something. But I'm also not.
So she is acknowledging here that she knew about him at least attempting to take down channels. Okay, important detail here, in case you guys are wondering. This is streamed 2 weeks ago, April 22nd. April 22nd, way before the Melanie Mac stream.
I'm not up on it. So
yeah, he tried to get a lot of channels deplatformed.
So now we're gonna see how much she knew, because that's really the question. How much did she know? Because it's not adding up.
Yeah.
Because I'm surprised he hasn't gone after Brittany Venti. Like I'm shocked.
I think it's because she's
been relentless, man.
She's too big. I think she's just too big for him to try and take down.
Well, he did tweet recently, I don't know if this is today, about that he is going to start going after the people that
oh my god, is
so she knows that he was going after people, because when I tweeted that was about him going after other people, and I believe that was the same day, because Nina's gonna pull it up, where he said he would get my scalp. I've been working with Chrissie for like 8 years or something, been with her since she's been a small channel, and he's like saying he's gonna get my scalp because I'm calling him out for trying to deplatform and successfully doing so the Kino Casino. So it's like, what about how that affects me, and also how it affects all of us? Because of this false flagging wave, by the way, now all of our streams can get taken down. I have to go on Kick. I have to go on Kick because every time I do a live stream mentioning the Quartering, it's taking a risk. Now, will I still take the risk sometimes? Yeah. But all of us are taking a risk every time we cover this because of the Quartering. And this directly affects FNT and their income. It affects me, it affects Nina, it affects Chrissie, and it affects Melanie, because people are going to counteract and start doing the same thing because everyone's agitated. She's acknowledging that he's coming after me, and then it's like, well, I didn't know how bad it was. Well, that's not bad enough. Like, at what point is it like enough? What was it? What was that tweet? It was like April 19th. She replied under Melanie about the Quartering drama. So again, it feels like willful ignorance when this is her job. I don't expect her to know everything. I really don't. But this was trending for 3 weeks, even considering she was busy. It's like, okay, then don't stream with her. Do the research first, so that you can have some pushback with somebody who's helping deplatforming. And then Quartering's coffee brand coffee is in her, in Chrissie's YouTube description. Like, it doesn't look good. And it's like, at what point? At what point is it that you know enough?
Is he doing it today? And that's why I did my stream on Rumble, because I was like, I'm not going to talk about him on freaking YouTube.
So just so you guys know, I didn't know about this till today. I did not see this stream until today. I knew that at some point Nina had streamed with Chrissie, probably because they work together a lot, but maybe Nina mentioned it passing, but I didn't see the stream and know the gravity of it till today, because Nina went back and watched, and then she realized how much that had been said, that it's like, wait, Chrissie knew a lot.
Put out another video, like, I think yesterday or
I
today.
saw her video yesterday. Yeah, he's scared of her. I think he is. I think
Dude, I'm scared of her, man. I would never want to get Brittany Venti angry.
We're friends.
I would
Yeah,
never
she's
want to piss that
scary.
girl off ever.
That's true. You don't want to be on Brittany Venti's bad side. You really don't.
My
anyway.
turtle peed on her like last summer or 2 summers ago, and
That girl has weaponized her autism, man. Like, I'm telling you.
Oh no. Okay, let's share these before Jeremy drunk deletes these.
In case anybody is curious about the turtle thing, I was at her place and she had people over, and she has this pet turtle, and it peed on me when I picked it up, and I had to go to the bathroom and clean it up. Like, I was like, oh, can I pick it up? And then I picked it up and it peed on me. So.
Tweets.
That's so
Let's
sad.
see.
It's so sad because I liked him.
Never, yeah, me too. Nearly everyone profiting off spreading vicious lies on my name. I've been nothing but nice to everyone. Nice to.
So Nina pulls up this tweet, and this is the one where Quartering says he's going to come for Geeks and Gamers, me, Yellow Flash, and Side Scrollers. This is the heckin' Elmo is mad tweet. So Chrissie is seeing this. Nina is reading it to her.
Over the years, the receipts are on my side. I've let it be for weeks, but I guess if they really want me on my villain arc, I will oblige. Oh no.
I'm laughing at people saying that Brittany's under attack by the woke left turtle.
I don't want to hear anyone telling me to be calm. These fucking losers yellow.
I have no idea. By the way, I have no idea why she mentioned the turtle peeing on me. What's that about? Why randomly? It's like the cake topper thing. It's like, that's pretty random to bring up.
They have all turned heel and decided 1 week's ad revenue is worth selling their souls, and so I will oblige.
That is such
Damn.
bullshit.
So yeah, Nina just got done reading the entire tweet of the Quartering saying he's going to take me down, and people just generally in this space.
What does that mean?
Ooh.
I think it's pretty obvious what it means. So it's like, even when it's read directly to her, it's like, what does it mean? It's like, I understand you're friends with the Quartering, but like, at what point? At what point is he in the wrong? He comes after me, somebody that's been working with you for like 8 years. Like, I sacrificed a lot of my time to go on Simpcast. I sacrificed that, you know, I didn't get paid for it. And I went on how many episodes, right? And, you know, I even helped host the live panel. And I flew to Florida. And it's like, my cat was dying. Like, Nina remembers because she was giving me supplement recommendations. My cat had cat AIDS. And I didn't know until she had 2 weeks left to live. Because every time I had taken her to the vet, they had never told me. When I adopted her, they did not tell me. Nobody told me, which is very dangerous because I have another cat and she could have gotten it. So I was very, very upset, and I was just trying my best to like feed her every supplement. And, you know, we had planned for the panel, and it's coming up, and it's right when my cat is dying, literally on her last days. And so I have my friend who lives next door watch her. And she literally barely made it. She literally could not walk anymore or eat. Like, she would attempt to like eat, and like, I can't even talk about this. It makes me so upset. But like, you get the point. So like, you know, I gave up my cat's last days to like, hold on, I need a second. Sorry, I was muted. I'm upset it's like messing up my makeup, but I had to put her down the next day. Like literally I got home and I had to put her down. Like I walked with my fucking carrier with my cat in it and left with the empty carrier. And I had to do this by myself. Like, so I gave up a lot of my time. I gave up a lot of things to help Chrissie out. And then like, I'm just gonna like play so I can like calm down.
Like making fun of them. I don't know what that means. You know what's so funny is like I was watching Flashcast like when they were covering the quartering, and Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers said the funniest thing, and I was like, you know what? That's a way that Jeremy from the quartering could get out of this. Is like he was like this was old. He was like he said if this was old Jeremy from the quartering, he would have grifted off of this by making like a thumbnail that said like just like a one of those
My
blank
channel's
out
under
thumbnails.
attack.
My channel's under attack, but like more like Kino Casino's channel's under attack, and like you know by YouTuber, and like he and then like just
Yeah, he would say that.
do the video as like you know like so like some YouTubers going around like flagging other people's channels, like that kind of thing, and like just like make fun of it and then like apologize through making fun of himself. And I was like, that's actually a genius advice. Like if quartering wanted to actually take advice from anybody from Geeks and Gamers,
people in the chat are
that
saying
would
he's
work
done.
out.
Do you think there is a redemption
This is my perspective where it's like, it just feels like I don't deserve this. It's the shit end of the stick.
path for him? And
So
if-
like, why should I have to upkeep this lie of like, oh well, Chrissie didn't know anything. Like she did know something. She knew more than she let on. She didn't know everything, but Chrissie knew enough. Chrissie knew enough to take some responsibility here, even with being busy. Then it's like, if you can't do it, then don't do your job. Then take time off. I'm doing the best I can. I want to get through this. You know, and I don't say anything, and I try to keep I try to keep things with people that I know and I work with. I try to keep things more peaceful, right? Like I kept all of this in, but it's like it's getting to the point where it's like I'm being told I messaged too late. Everyone's criticizing it. Is it SJW? The Kino and inadvertently that's supporting the Kino Casino being deplatformed too, because it's like, well, everyone that's saying that that's wrong and criticizing for it, they're actually SJW. This isn't right, and I'm very frustrated.
The Gamers,
people in the chat are
that
saying
would
he's
work
done.
out.
Do you think there is a redemption path for him? And if so, what does that look like?
I think there is a redemption path for everyone. So yes, of course, I do believe that. I think
Well,
the
I mean,
redemption path
Nina, he
is-
does have to answer for the whole bull thing, right? I think a lot of like his audience, the guys, aren't taking that very well, you know?
I think the redemption path is a few things. One, he needs to go to rehab and like stop drinking.
I
Like
agree.
he cannot be like drunk anymore.
Wow. Is it really that
and-
bad? Jeez, I guess I didn't know.
So she even knows he's not even sober. He's not even in his right mind. So it's like, this is more than enough information.
Huh?
I didn't know his drinking was that bad.
It's
yeah,
gotten worse.
it's gotten so bad. Like, and I mean, like we all kind of knew that he would drink a lot. Like, I mean, this was way years ago. He would just go on these.
Hold on. There's a donation I want to read. I'll rewind that. Sorry. I'm dealing with a lot right now. I wish I could find the stream. She said something like her cat died or whatever, but not in a joking way. dude, okay, just so you guys understand, like, oh, you know, Brittany, why are you crying over your cat? Why are you upset over your cat? I mean, it sucks that that she was literally like dying on the floor by the time I got back. You know, my neighbor's there taking care of her, doing the best she can, and she didn't tell me what was going on, I guess, because she didn't want to like stress me. Because when I left, guys, like, I knew that the doctor had diagnosed that, but when I left, she was acting relatively normal. Like, I was able to get her to eat some raw eggs and some supplements. Like, she was doing all right. It seemed like she was actually recovering. And then when I came back, she's like barely able to stand to eat. And there was a point where she was just laying there. And it was like, and I've been through a lot, but like, for some reason, just something about like raising an innocent animal and they're like hiding under things, and then like you get them out of their shell, and then like, what I'm getting at is she was only 5 years old. She was literally like, what is that in human years? Like, she is a young cat. It wasn't like, oh, you know, Mr. Whiskers, who's been around for like 15 years. Not that that's not hard to deal with too, but it, like, she's a 5-year-old cat that I adopted, that I got to get out of her shell and not hide when people come over, and then like, you know, and that's how it ends. And I had no idea. So no, it's not just, yeah, whatever, a cat died. And she was, you know, and everyone loved her on stream. She used to sit in my lap every stream.